Over the past year, my style has gradually become more and more feminine. My mother has given me so much positive reinforcement every time I have agreed to something she has suggested, like letting the girl in her salon shape my eyebrows a little, or when I got my ears pierced at the mall. I know that perhaps a boy shouldn't be doing these things, but because of her reassurance, I happily went with the flow. Mother made everything feel safe and normal. She taught me how to wear a little makeup, not necessarily to look like a girl, but just to look my best. When she bought me my own female underwear, including a training bra, I didn't object to it, because wearing it felt natural. She could see something feminine in me, and how bringing it out made me happy. One day, Billy, a neighborhood boy who was a couple of years older than me, walked past our house as I was hanging out the washing. At school, I was known for being a bit of a sissy, but I think he was definitely surprised to see me hanging female underwear out on the line. Did he know it was mine? He started to head my way. I thought he was going to be mean and make fun of me, but he didn't. He was really nice. After a few minutes chatting, I stopped being so self-conscious and found myself actually enjoying the conversation. He said, I usually wouldn't speak this long to someone like you. I know you're not the most macho guy in the world, but you're really nice. I found myself saying, well, you're not the only one who has prejudged. I just assumed you were some dumb sports guy, but I really enjoyed talking to you too. Then he shocked me by asking me if I wanted to maybe hang out sometime. I couldn't believe it. The high school hunk asking me to hang out? I gave him my number, never expecting to hear from him again. But less than an hour later, I got a message. He said, "You feel like a movie? I can pick you up. There's a new theater open across town." Thinking that the new movie theater is quite a way out of town, I realized he may not want to be seen by anyone he knew, hanging out with someone like me. But I was so happy that he wanted to spend time with me that I didn't really care. I told Mother, and she got so excited. Then she said something that caught me off guard. She said, "This sounds like a date, don't you think?" That hadn't even occurred to me. But Mom, I'm not into boys, and he definitely dates girls, not boys. Mother said, "Silly, he probably thinks of you as a girl." He knows me from school. He knows I'm a boy. Well, I am betting he still thinks of you as a girl. Exactly what were you doing when he stopped to talk to you? I sheepishly said, "Hanging my bras and panties out to dry." Mother giggled. "Oh, well, I can't imagine why he might think of you as a girl." Now, let's get going. You have a lot of work to do to get you looking fabulous for your date. I really wasn't sure about this, but Mother was adamant. "Look, honey, if I'm right, Billy is going to want you to look as feminine as possible. I want you to send him a message right now asking him if he'd like you to wear a skirt." I said, "Mother, that's crazy. I am a boy. I can't wear a skirt." Mother said, "Really? From the boy who just came in from hanging his bras out on the washing line?" Now, just do as I say, young lady. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. Since I clearly did not know what I was doing, I listened to her. I sent him a message. "Hi, I know this is a weird question, but my mother told me to ask you if I should wear a skirt when we go out." I waited for his reply. It felt like forever. But he replied, "Sure, wear whatever you want. A skirt is nice." Just like that, as if it were normal for a boy to be wearing a skirt. I guess Mother was right. I told her, and I swear I had never seen her so thrilled. She made a bath for me and even helped me shave my legs. Wearing only my panties covered by a short white silk robe, she helped me blow out my hair and then sat me down in front of her vanity and spent a long time carefully doing my makeup. Normally, she just helps me with a little mascara and blush, and then I put a little lip gloss on by myself. But this time, she put eyeliner on, eyeshadow, full glam. As she fussed over me, she kept saying, "I can't believe my little girl is going on her first date." To which I would make a face and say, "Mother, I am not your little girl, and it's not a date." After my makeup was done, I had another new experience. Mother painted my nails a pretty shade of pink and even gave me some of her jewelry to wear. I had never really worn a skirt or heels, but Mother went through her closet and found a cute pair of sandals with a small heel and a beautiful pink dress that she said she had bought for herself but never worn because it was too young for her. "I'm so glad it will finally get some use," she said. Before I put on the dress, Mother handed me one of her bras. "No training bra for you today, miss. Here, use my bra and these inserts." Oh my God, now I had a figure. I looked myself up and down in the mirror. I was so pleased with my transformation. Finally, Mother handed me one of her smaller purses. "Here, honey, you can put your phone in here." And I put a few things in here that every girl should take with her on a date. Money, lipstick, perfume, oh, and a tampon. I shrieked, "A tampon? Mother, have you gone crazy?" She just smiled and said, "It's not for you, silly, but if you have to use the ladies' room, girls are always helping each other out in there. It will help you blend in if you have an extra tampon in your purse." I was about to head outside to wait. Mother took one last look at me and told me how fabulous I looked and how proud of me she was. "Honey, there's one more thing. You know, when a boy takes you out and spends money on you, sometimes he expects something in return." I looked at her blankly. I said, "You mean for me to, pay for the popcorn?" She smiled and said, "No, honey, that's not what I meant. I mean, at the end of the evening, he may expect a kiss." Another shocker. "Mother, what are you talking about? There is no way I am ever going to kiss him." She said, "Well, okay, but keep an open mind. If he's a gentleman and treats you like a lady, maybe a kiss will feel natural." I said goodbye and walked out the door, wondering what I had gotten myself into. A bad time for a moment of clarity. I'm a boy, wearing a dress, makeup, heels, a spare tampon in his purse, about to go on a date with a boy whilst my mother encourages me to go with the flow? Billy pulled up in his car, quite a sporty one with the roof down. My heart was beating a mile a minute. Even though I had asked him about me wearing a skirt, I was not sure he would be expecting all this. And I couldn't stop thinking about this whole kissing thing. He got out of the driver's side, ran around my side, and opened the door for me. A real gentleman. Oh no, he'll want a kiss. I stepped into the car, trying my best to keep my legs together in this dress, and he said, "I have to tell you, I was having second thoughts about this whole thing. I mean, you're really nice and really pretty, but I wondered if I just got carried away when I asked you out. I mean, it's not like I don't know you're really a boy, and I like girls. But seeing you, wow, you look amazing. You really are as pretty as any girl I have ever dated." He was babbling, but I was so flattered that I found myself leaning over and giving him a kiss on his cheek to calm him down. I could literally see him blushing, especially after I wiped my lipstick mark off his cheek. For someone who swore that he wouldn't kiss a boy, that was a quick turnaround. I said, "Well, thank you. Just so you know, I had my own doubts. Believe it or not, I don't usually like boys either, but I was so flattered that you asked me to do something that I said yes. Why don't we just have a good time and see how the evening goes, okay?" He breathed a sigh of relief and said, "That's great. Thanks." I checked my makeup in the mirror, smoothed out my dress, and took a calming breath. I glanced his way and caught him looking at me. We laughed together. He revved the engine and off we drove. A new adventure for both of us.